On July 4, 2025, Canada unveils a bold new vision to become a true energy superpower. Countries worldwide are searching for reliable energy, and Canada is stepping up. This isn't just about selling more oil or gas, it's a complete rethinking of Canada's global role. For years, Canada's energy wealth was overshadowed by its southern neighbor, but now, leaders see a unique opportunity. Global instability has made energy security more valuable than ever, and Canada's stability and resources are in high demand. The plan promises new jobs, stronger schools and hospitals, and a resilient economy. But it also means tough choices. How to balance resource development with environmental protection and Indigenous rights. Becoming an energy superpower is a complex journey filled with challenges and high stakes. The rewards? A more prosperous, influential Canada on the world stage. This is more than economics. It's about shaping the future of global energy. The world is watching to see if Canada can deliver. The path ahead is uncertain, but the ambition is clear. Canada's plan stands on three pillars: energy security, economic growth, and future competitiveness. First, energy security, ensuring Canada and its allies have a steady, safe supply, no matter global turmoil. Recent crises have shown how fragile energy supplies can be. Canada wants to be the stable partner others rely on. Second, diversifying trade. For too long, Canada sold most of its energy to the US, risking its economy on a single customer. Now the goal is to reach new markets in Europe and Asia, strengthening the nation's economic foundation. Third, long-term competitiveness. The world is moving toward cleaner energy, and Canada aims to lead in hydrogen, nuclear, and critical minerals. Investing in these sectors now means Canada stays relevant as global energy needs evolve. These goals are interconnected. Secure energy attracts partners, new markets bring wealth, and that wealth fuels clean energy innovation. The government believes this strategy will make Canada both prosperous and responsible. It's a balancing act: economic strength, global influence, and environmental responsibility. The stakes are high, but so is the potential. Canada's superpower dream is built on this foundation. The world is changing, and Canada is determined to change with it. The question is, can it deliver on all fronts? Only time will tell. Canada's energy dream starts with its vast resources. It holds the world's third-largest oil reserves, mostly in Alberta's oil sands, enough to power millions for decades. Natural gas is abundant too, especially in British Columbia and Alberta, now destined for global markets as LNG. These resources have long fueled Canada's economy, but the plan is to unlock even more value by reaching new buyers. Beyond oil and gas, Canada is a clean energy powerhouse. Hydroelectricity already supplies much of the country's power, and there's huge potential in wind, solar, and advanced nuclear. This diverse mix gives Canada a unique edge. It can power itself cleanly and export clean energy technology worldwide. The future also depends on critical minerals: lithium, cobalt, nickel, essential for electric cars and renewable tech. Canada's untapped mineral wealth positions it as a key supplier for the global green revolution. From fossil fuels to clean energy and minerals, Canada's resources are unmatched. The challenge is harnessing them responsibly. The world needs what Canada has, if it can deliver sustainably. This is the complete energy package, ready for a changing world. The opportunity is enormous. The next step, turning potential into power. For decades, Canada's energy exports flowed almost exclusively to the US, a comfortable but risky dependency. Recent US policy shifts, like the Keystone XL cancellation, exposed the dangers of relying on a single customer. Now, Canada is racing to diversify, building infrastructure to reach Atlantic and Pacific ports. Fast-growing Asian economies and energy-hungry Europe are eager for stable, democratic suppliers. Canada fits the bill: reliable, resource-rich, and aligned with global values. Accessing new markets means better prices and billions more for the Canadian economy. It's not just about selling more, it's about getting fair value and reducing risk. The world's energy needs are shifting, and Canada wants to be at the center. This is a strategic move to secure the nation's future. The search for new partners is urgent and essential. Canada's energy story is going global. The world is ready to listen. To realize its superpower dream, Canada is launching massive projects. New pipelines like the Trans Mountain expansion will connect Alberta's oil to Pacific markets. On the BC coast, LNG Canada is building one of the world's largest natural gas export facilities. These projects unlock new markets and create a lucrative export industry. The future isn't just fossil fuels. Canada is investing in nuclear, hydrogen, wind and solar. Billions are flowing into clean tech and small modular reactors, aiming to power remote communities and industries. The government is streamlining regulations to speed up approvals while maintaining safety and environmental standards. This signals to investors, Canada is open for business. Infrastructure, innovation, and smarter rules form the backbone of the superpower strategy. The scale is unprecedented. The goals secure Canada's place as a global energy leader. The world is watching these projects take shape. Canada's energy ambitions face tough environmental tests. Oil sands development leaves a heavy footprint, using vast water and energy, creating waste, and raising emissions. Wildfires intensified by climate change threaten communities and energy infrastructure. New pipelines and LNG terminals risk spills and ecosystem damage, sparking protests and opposition. The debate is fierce. Can Canada grow its energy sector without sacrificing its environment? The government and industry promise responsible development and invest in cleaner technologies. Critics argue these efforts fall short, demanding a faster shift away from fossil fuels. The challenge is finding common ground between economic growth and environmental protection. This is the defining test for Canada's superpower ambitions. Success means leading the world in both energy and sustainability. The stakes couldn't be higher. The world is watching Canada's next move. Indigenous peoples are central to Canada's energy future. Major projects cross traditional territories, making consultation and consent essential, legally and morally. The old days of exclusion are over. Partnership is now the path forward. Many Indigenous communities are becoming co-owners of pipelines and leaders in clean energy projects. This economic reconciliation brings jobs, wealth, and self-determination. But not all communities agree. Some oppose projects over environmental and cultural concerns. There's no single Indigenous perspective. Diversity of views must be respected. Canada's challenge is to honor rights and choices, whether communities support or oppose development. True partnership is key to a just, sustainable energy future. The nation's success depends on building trust and mutual respect. Indigenous voices must shape the path ahead. Only then can Canada's energy dream be truly shared. Climate change is the toughest question facing Canada's energy plan. The country has pledged to cut emissions and reach net zero by 2050. The paradox: can Canada boost oil and gas production while meeting climate goals? The strategy is to produce energy more cleanly, investing in carbon capture and storage. Supporters say Canadian LNG can help the world cut emissions by replacing coal. They argue Canada's high standards make it a responsible supplier. Critics warn that new fossil fuel projects undermine climate commitments. They call for a rapid shift to renewables like wind and solar. The debate divides the nation: economic ambition versus environmental responsibility. Canada must find a path that honors both. This balancing act will define its future. The world is watching to see if Canada can lead. In summer 2025, Canada stands at a crossroads. It holds vast oil, gas, clean energy, and mineral resources, plus a stable democracy. The ambition to become an energy superpower is bold and within reach. But the path is steep, with real environmental and social challenges. Success depends on clean, responsible development and true partnership with Indigenous peoples. The world expects Canada to lead by example, balancing growth with stewardship. The stakes, prosperity, influence, and a model for others to follow. Canada must balance today's needs with tomorrow's responsibilities. If it can, it will become both a resource giant and a climate leader. The journey won't be easy, but the opportunity is historic. The world is watching. Canada's energy future starts now.